All right, let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE, and seeming that the local equity market and the currency market have started off the week on a rather positive footing. So we do have the all share there up by 1/3%. That largely coming from the resources 10 complex climbing almost 2%. The industrial 25 ticking up higher by more than 0.1%. But the financial 15 backing that overall trend, declining by 0.1%. Let's take a look at the U.S. markets. Of course, that's where all the action is happening, with tariff tensions escalating there, with Donald Trump flagging that he would be imposing a 25% import tariff on steel and aluminium. Of course, quite a lot of economic data that investors will be sifting through in the U.S. this week, including company results, but also the consumer inflation and producer inflation data, and also the retail sales print. We do have a sea of green, though, over there. The tech-heavy NASDAQ leading those gains up more than 1%. The S&P 500 following the gain of almost 2/3%, and the Dow up by almost 1/3%. Of course, we also do have Fed Chair Jerome Powell giving testimony in Congress this week. Let's take a look at the markets across the Atlantic, and over there we are seeing a sea of green. Some company news that we did have: oil giant BP, that stock up by about 8%. When news came out that an activist investor, Elliott Management, has increased its stake in the company. FTSE 100 up by almost 0.9%, again on the CAC 40 of almost 1/3%, and the DAX ticking up by 0.6%. Let's take a look at what is happening on the currency scene, and we start off with how the Rand is doing against some of the major currencies. The Rand still remaining on a solid footing, holding up there against the US dollar at 18.41 Rand, against the pound at 22.79 Rand, and against the euro at 18.99 Rand. Let's take a look at how the other currency pairs are doing, starting off with the euro dollar that's standing at 1.03, pound dollar at 1.23, and the yen just below 152 against the US dollar.